Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today I'm taking a look at the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Metallic White Ranger. So this figure is here. We released really quickly after it was actually announced, which was really nice. Because basically we had a leaked listing for this from a retailer in Singapore back in May that confirmed that this was finally going to exist. And then it released in Malaysia and a bunch of other places in June. And then 2 weeks ago at San Diego Comic-Con, Hasbro officially announced it and just put it up in stock on Hasbro Pulse, which was wonderful. It arrived at my house a couple of days ago, and now that I'm home from my internship, I can finally take a look at it. So very, very happy this figure exists in the first place because it completes the Mighty Morphin Metallic Armor set. After nearly 2 years since Metallic Pink was announced, and just in time before they changed the packaging of the Lightning Collection to be windowless and plastic-free. I do believe this is one of the, and if not the last, store-exclusive figure that will use the window packaging, so this could be the end of that. So, very happy that all 6 metallic armors were released and have consistent packaging, sort of. I know you know how 5 of them have the civilian head here, just like any other Lightning Collection figure, but Metallic Pink, the very first one we got, which we got a long time before the other 5, had Cat's head on in the box, so that never will match. But basically, the Metallics took 3 different times to release, essentially, because you had Metallic Pink in 2020, then you had the other 4 in 2021, and now you have White by himself in 2022, and it is done. So I like how this figure turned out a lot. I cannot wait to open it here. So we can go ahead and take a look at it here in the box, with a little bit of glare, of course, but you can see the nice pearl, kind of pearly plastic with the translucent bits and the glitter. I think it just looks really nice. It really pops. And also, we haven't had a Mighty Morphin White figure in quite a while. The very first Mighty Morphin figure ever, or the very first Lightning Collection figure ever, was Mighty Morphin White. So here's the original 2019 Wave 1 Mighty Morphin White, the one that started the entire Lightning Collection. And now, over 120 figures later, we get the metallic one. So as you can also see, we have a brand new Tommy head sculpt in there, which a lot of people were bashing for how strange it looks. People were saying it looks like Michael Jackson and everything. I also bashed it when I first saw it because I thought it was trying to be a Tommy from Season 3 likeness. But once we kind of realized that this was supposed to be more of a comic likeness, I'm fine with it now. I think it actually does kind of capture his likeness from the comics. And also the metallic armors did just appear in one of the most recent issues of the comics, so this kind of ties into that. And then you do get the fully assembled Zeo Crystal, which is exactly what I wanted this to come with, which I'm very happy. So as you can see, the box is very similar to the original Wave 1 Mighty Morphin White. The only difference is the fact that you get that glitter in there, which is kind of hard to see on this one, but it's all over the white parts of the box, and you can see that kind of raised detail as we kind of get the light to shine on it. The glitter can rub off on your fingers a little bit, but it's not too bad. And as you can see here, we have a brand new render of the figure back here that kind of tries to mimic some of that translucent, pearly, glittery plastic. And then on here, the only parts of it that have that glitter effect are like the silver mouth plates and the white on the helmet. So a lot of this is not that. Also, the little eye right there has it too. So it doesn't really pop as much as the other metallic armors with the box, but like I think they metallicized, I guess, the right parts, because this armor that he already has was never really done in the translucent or in the glittery in the show. So there we go. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it with the other metallic armors and the original Mighty Morphin White. Alright, so here's Metallic White out of the box and everything that you get. And I really, really like this figure a lot. I just think that the finish really did work on this one quite a bit. I really do like how it turned out with all the glittery in there and the translucent plastic. And that gold really shines. We can go ahead and compare it with the original Mighty Morphin White from Wave 1. So you can definitely see the difference on this one. You can see this is kind of a more grayish one because of that kind of pearly plastic. And you can see the gold is a lot more brighter than on the original Wave 1 version. So you can still tell it's the same mold and everything, of course, because it is absolutely the same mold as we had 3 years ago. So, not too surprising there whatsoever. But as you can see, there's definitely a very big difference between the two. I don't think they remolded the helmet or anything like that. They have been doing that on some of the Mighty Morphin figures. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they did not. For the most part, it's going to be a lot of the same stuff you got 3 years ago, but unlike some more recent releases where it's been so soon after the original releases, it has been 3 years, nearly 3.5 years since Mighty Morphin White came out, so I'm perfectly fine with having this one so many years later. I'm perfectly good with that. I'm trying to see, oh yeah, he still had the cut on the holster. I thought that was maybe new for a second, but it is not. So as you can see here, also the joints on this one, very nice and fluid. Like, I haven't really had any problems with the joints feeling super stiff or anything like that, like I usually do on Lightning figures, so that could just be mine, but like Like, that's buttery smooth. Like, I'm very, very happy about that, because we've had some very stiff joints recently on certain figures and everything, but this feels fantastic. Oh, even the foot joint, like, oh, that's so good. This is probably my second favorite of the metallics. I don't know what kind of pose I just got him in there, but probably my second favorite of the metallics overall. I think Mighty Morphin Red Metallic is my favorite of the metallics. It's one of my favorite Lightning Collection figures in general, is Metallic Red. But Metallic White's definitely given him a run for his money. I really do like how this turned out quite a bit. And, the fact that it's the final metallic armor and I already have all the other ones, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm also just very happy that this completes the set. So I was definitely going to be excited to pick it up, much more than I would have been if we got all 6 at once. So I think in the end, it kind of worked out that they spaced out the metallic armors so, drastically, because it did actually make me excited to get them all by the end. The only problem, though, is that this one is significantly more expensive. This is the new exclusive price point. Since this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, it is $27.99, and after tax and everything, this was like $30. So this was nearly the price of a deluxe figure, which that's not good, but the figure is not bad or anything like that. We're taking a look at the accessories. You do get this yellow blast effect, which is very similar to the yellow blast effect we've gotten 500 times. I do think it's maybe a slightly lighter shade of yellow, possibly. I don't know. I have this exact effect piece a ton. In fact, it came with the original Mighty Morphin white from the very beginning, but that one had it in blue. You do, I think, get the same hands that you got last time. So I know, yeah, the holding hand is the same, and you get, yeah, you do. So you get the fist and you get that karate chop hand, just like you got 3 years ago. So, and they are also done up in that same kind of pearlescent plastic. So that's pretty cool. I do think that worked out pretty nicely. And there's the karate chop hand. And then you do get Saba, which is also the same mold as the 2019 one. So the head is not removable like the 2020 Lord Draken Evolution 3. This one is the same mold as the original Wave 1 and not Draken's version, so there is that. But it's still very nicely sculpted and detailed, and all the white plastic on it does have that same kind of translucent effect, so it's a little bit different, which I think they also did on the power weapons of the main core team as well, so that's pretty neat. And then what's really cool to me, really cool, I'm really happy they did this. So all the other metallic armors came with shards of the Zeo Crystal. They came with Zeo subcrystals. And so we had all of them now. So I was hoping that the metallic white would come with either some kind of piece to connect all the crystals or just a fully assembled Zeo Crystal. And that's exactly what they did. So they just included a fully assembled Zeo Crystal, so you can see all 5 of the shapes there. The oval, the 2 lines, the triangle, the rectangle, and the star, of course. So that's pretty much just all the shards individually kind of slapped together, so you get this nice Zeo Crystal piece. And it does glow in the dark, just like the other 5 did. I'm not sure exactly how well I'm going to be able to show it off on camera. I can maybe try it in a second. But it does glow in the dark, so there is that. And then you kind of get a comic likeness for Tommy here, which I think is not too terrible, now that I have it in person and everything. So that came off very easily as well. So this figure is already winning in that regard. The head joint went on easily, but it feels like it's on there. Actually, I don't think it did go on. There we go, that's the pop I wanted to hear. It does feel a little tight on there. I'm a little afraid of the integrity of the neck joint on that one. But there is the Tommy likeness, or at least what I think is supposed to be a comic Tommy likeness. So you do get the very long hair. And it's not too bad. I do kind of like it. It's definitely probably still my least favorite Tommy likeness we've ever had. I think the original Wave 1 Mighty Morphin Whites and of course Wave 7's Mighty Morphin Green I think have much better ones personally. But so now let's try to get this off carefully without destroying the neck joint. Okay, we're good. So could you imagine if it just ripped it off? I would have been so upset. So we'll pop that back on there. Pretty much not really ever going to use that head sculpt again. And let's go ahead and compare this with the other metallic armors that we got over the last 2 years. Before I do that though, it's definitely glowing. So I turned off pretty much every light in here, and you can definitely see it glowing in there. So that's pretty cool. I do like that the Zeo Crystal glows in the dark. The individual ones did, so I figured that the main one would as well. So that is pretty neat. And there it is, everybody, the complete Hasbro Pulse exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection metallic armor set. So I'm very happy to have this entire set. I think these figures turned out very nicely. I think that the glittery metallic effect just works really nice. I think that this is a fantastic Mighty Morphin Red helmet. I think White is a fantastic figure. These two are definitely my favorites, but I think they all turned out really good, except for my Mighty Morphin Yellow, which I don't know if you can tell in this shot, but mine has a defect where it didn't paint the eye on the other side of the helmet, so kind of just turn her a little bit, so you don't really notice it too much. But yeah, this took a while. I mean, 2020 was when we got Metallic Pink. 2021 was when we got the other 4, which was about a year ago at this point, actually. So it's already been quite a while since it was like December, I think, that we got the Metallics. So it was like December 2020, December 2021, and July 2022. So it definitely took a second. But if you're a fan of Power Rangers, or of course Mighty Morphin Season 3, I think you're definitely going to like this set of figures. Obviously, was it a little annoying to rebuy the entire Mighty Morphin team again? Yeah, but this is something that happened in the show, these exact looks of the suits. And so for that reason, it is a valid reason for Hasbro to re-release the team. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I think the Zeo Crystals were a fun addition. I think the civilian heads on all of these were pretty good, honestly, for the most part. And I think it's definitely a fun set to fully complete. I do think you can still get the entire set on Hasbro Pulse right now. All 6 of them are in stock. But of course, Mighty Morphin White, his metallic armor release link will be in the description below, so you can pick that one up since it is the newest one. He is still the most expensive, though. Everybody else, I think, is the older like $26.99 price. It's still it's like $1 or $2 difference, regardless of what prices they are. But they are very pricey ones. This will cost you more than the regular set of Mighty Morphin figures, but I can personally recommend it. I really do like how this set turned out, and I'm happy that it's complete. So until next time, you guys, of course, can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. It's nice to just get a new Lightning Collection figure in the mail again. I don't think I've had a new Lightning Collection figure since like April or something, so it's definitely been a minute. So I hope you all enjoyed this video review of Metallic White, and I'll see you all next time.